What if I told you that beneath the icy surface of our planet lies a web of secrets so chilling they could redefine our understanding of climate, history, and even the future? Welcome to the world of the Big Freeze phenomenon, a phenomenon that has left scientists scratching their heads and conspiracy theorists theorizing for decades. You might be wondering, what could be so shocking about something that sounds like a winter's day? The answer lies deep within the shadows of geological history, atmospheric science, and the surprising intricacies of our climate system. As we embark on this icy expedition, prepare your mind for a journey through time, space, and the unfathomable forces that govern our planet. The Big Freeze isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a term that evokes images of a world blanketed in snow, where life is threatened and mysteries abound. By the end of this exploration, you'll uncover connections that challenge everything you thought you knew about our planet's climate, unveiling astonishing truths that could change the way we perceive global warming and climate change. Let's start at the beginning. What defines the Big Freeze phenomenon? The term paints a picture of extreme winter conditions imposing themselves upon the world, often leading to life-threatening scenarios for both flora and fauna. But science links this concept more closely with significant climate events in Earth's past, particularly during periods like the Younger Dryas, a devastating cold snap that occurred around 12,900 to 11,700 years ago. But wait, why did this happen? What triggered this sudden shift in temperature, and how can it relate to our modern concerns over climate change? Here's something you didn't expect. There are profound lessons hidden within these historical cold events, teachings from the Earth's memory that we remarkably seem to overlook. What comes next will leave you speechless. Research indicates that when the Earth experiences significant warming, such as what we are witnessing today, there can be a delayed reaction that leads to a sudden drop in temperatures due to disruptions in ocean currents, particularly the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation. This isn't just a theory, we are witnessing evidence today. Imagine being in a world where, although temperatures are rising, a sudden cold snap, similar to the Younger Dryas, could cause chaos. This is no longer a question of whether it can happen, it's about when it might strike. Dramatic climatic shifts can occur suddenly, and our current understanding of this phenomenon uncovers shocking secrets that might predict our future. What would you do if tomorrow's weather report foretold a winter as severe as anything we've ever experienced, despite the ongoing warming trend? But as we probe deeper into this chilling mystery, a more unsettling revelation emerges. The Earth isn't merely responding to gradual climate changes, it's influenced by tipping points, those critical thresholds where small shifts can create irreversible changes in the state of our climate system. For instance, the thawing of permafrost isn't just a local concern, it releases vast quantities of greenhouse gases like methane, which could amplify global warming at an alarming rate. As we delve into the science behind these tipping points, consider this: every time you hear about rising average temperatures, know that they impact the polar regions first. Since the mid-20th century, we've seen unprecedented ice loss in Greenland and Antarctica. The repercussions extend far beyond those icy realms. They echo through human lives and natural ecosystems worldwide. Imagine coastal cities, bustling metropolises, at the mercy of rising sea levels, a crisis no longer relegated to future generations but a nightmare unfolding right before our eyes. Rewind for a moment to the Younger Dryas. Scientists believe it was triggered by a cataclysmic event, the melting of vast ice sheets which altered ocean salinity and disrupted natural circulation patterns. It's a stark reminder that the Earth has its mechanisms of balance. You might think you know the balance of nature, but the true complexity is mind-boggling. What if the systems that maintain this balance are on the brink of tipping? As surprising as it seems, these tipping points can be affected not only by natural forces but also by human actions. Deforestation, fossil fuel emissions, and urban development all play crucial roles in this interplay. Are we unwittingly accelerating our way to another ice age? The paradox is glaring, isn't it? Acting to combat climate change may inadvertently send us spiraling toward a new kind of freeze, a scenario that demands our immediate attention. Now, let's turn our focus to the less explored aspect of the Big Freeze, the psychological impact on humanity. The mere thought of such drastic climate shifts evokes fear, anxiety, and uncertainty about our future. Studies suggest that climate anxiety, or eco-anxiety, is on the rise. People are yearning for answers, and tragically, it seems many are being left in the dark. While scientists scramble to decode the intricacies of climate patterns, wouldn't it be better if we proactively engage with the known data instead of waiting, helpless, for the next climatic surprise? Our ability to predict these significant cold events in the future is, at best, clouded with uncertainty. Scientists utilize intricate models to project trends, but the variable inputs, be it human-induced climate change, volcanic eruptions, or unexpected solar activity, create uncertainties that challenge even the most astute experts. Is it just me, or do you feel that a little transparency from scientists and governmental bodies could galvanize public action? Could it mobilize public awareness on the very real risks posed by climate change? But fear not, there is a silver lining. Through scientific advancements and global cooperation, we've developed technologies and strategies to mitigate climate impacts. Understanding and predicting patterns of the Big Freeze phenomenon allows us to prepare for potential threats. Cities can implement flood defenses, conservation programs can be enacted, and communities can actively rethink energy consumption. And it's not all doom and gloom. There's growing evidence that previous cold events led to surprisingly positive outcomes, such as the flourishing of new ecosystems and the emergence of innovative survival strategies among various species. Yes, the story of climate change isn't just a narrative woven with despair, it's a tale of resilience, adaptability, and human ingenuity. Here's something else you might find surprising. Lost civilizations knew about these dramatic changes thousands of years ago, leading them to adapt or relocate in response. Many ancient civilizations thrived in warmer, wetter climates and were forced to innovate, pushing the boundaries of technology and strategy when faced with extreme events. What if our ancestors possessed secrets about survival that could apply today? Are we prepared to learn from them? As we gather up these threads, the mysteries of the Big Freeze serve not only as warnings but also as calls to action. The realization that climate phenomena can bend our world into something terrifying reminds us that we'd better be proactive rather than reactive. The challenge lies before us, not only to understand these patterns but to do something about them. Collectively, we have a chance to redirect our planet's trajectory. It starts with awareness, education, and action. Imagine living in a world where humanity has risen to the challenge, implementing policies that prioritize sustainability, investing in renewable energy, and fostering ecosystems that can support future generations amidst climatic uncertainties. What if we could springboard into a future where the legacies of the past are respected, learned from, and adjusted for the modern age? As we reach the close of this journey, let's recap the shocking secrets behind the Big Freeze phenomenon. From the potential for sudden climatic shifts amid rising temperatures to the adaptability lessons we can learn from history, we are empowered with knowledge that could shape our actions today. The phenomena we've explored remind us of Mother Nature's power and highlight our responsibility as stewards of this planet. The Earth tells a story, an epic rich in both triumph and tragedy. To ignore these tales is to tilt the scales of our environmental destiny. Are you ready to embrace this responsibility? To spread awareness and advocate for change? The legacy we create from today's secrets may determine the fate of generations to come. So, as the winds shift and the clouds swirl, remember, the earth is always in motion, and so must we be. Embrace these revelations and transform fear into action. The next time you hear someone speak of climate change, share what you've learned today about the Big Freeze phenomenon. Together, we can warm not only our surroundings but also our collective future.